I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Super Sons issue number 13. Damian and John, despite all odds, have become the closest of friends. Could anything tear them apart? Maybe Talia al Ghul? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we check on in with the Super Sons at school. Damian is getting dropped off via helicopter because, well, that's just what rich kid privilege looks like. Hilariously, we find out John actually goes to meet Damian every day when Alfred drops him off. He just loves helicopters, even though he can fly, but helicopters are awesome. In a development that will surprise absolutely nobody, John is having a really easy time fitting into his new big city school. Everyone likes him, or at least they like the normal kid version of himself that he's crafted. Damian, on the other hand, never even wanted to go to regular school and wouldn't if Batman didn't force him. He's smarter than the teachers, can't or won't relate to any of the students, and because of that has become something of a pariah amongst the student body. Yes, Damian's only friend in the world is indeed John Kent. Superboy goes out of his way to try and get Damian out of his shell, to maybe try and be nice to people just once in his life. But, you know, that conversation's about as fun as pulling teeth. Luckily, our two superheroes are called away on other business. It would seem that Talia al Ghul, daughter of Ra's al Ghul and mother of Damian Wayne, has come to Metropolis and is making her appearance known to her son. She hits all the classic points: join me on the dark side, I forged you to be the perfect weapon, you're meant to be the next Alexander the Great, why you're slumming it in private school is beyond me, ditch that school uniform and pick yourself up a new ninja uniform, son. Damian roundly rejects his mother, which is actually pretty sweet to know that Batman has managed to get through to him about how killing is wrong. This scene is also pretty interesting because it confirms a lot of stuff to John that he didn't really know before. Yeah, he knew that Damian was raised to be an assassin, but he had no idea that he had such a kill count under his belt. Robin also refuses to let all this stuff with his mother go. If Talia al Ghul is in town, she's almost certainly up to something, and the fact that she more or less tried to recruit him into a new League of Assassins is pretty suspect, especially considering last time Damian checked, Talia was leading the group Leviathan, which was actively fighting her father in the League of Assassins. The Super Sons decide to dig deeper into all of this. They can't tell their two super dads because they're away on convenient Justice League business at the moment. It doesn't take them too long to sniff out some ninjas, and you know they're Talia's ninjas because their color scheme matches her color scheme. Isn't that convenient? Damian says aloud that his mom must be pretty desperate to try and get back into the whole assassination game to try and gain funds for her other operations. Superboy's also pretty taken aback to see how terrified all these ninjas who knew Damian growing up still are of him all these years later. Our heroes manage to get a hold of a computer system with information regarding the ninja's next hit target, and oh, wouldn't you know it's someone both boys know. It's Lois Lane, everybody. She's the next on the hit list. So that was Super Sons issue number 13, everybody, and once again, I am always impressed how Tomasi manages to deal with John and Damian's relationship. At first, it took so long just for the two to like each other, and now we're seeing how each are perceived by the regular, normal, everyday people they go to school with. John fits in easily, but he has to work overtime to try and craft a character that everyone would like, someone, you know, who just fits in, someone who's, you know, unexceptional. Damian is a raging dick, but he's also too honest for his own good, and I think that's a very interesting little dichotomy, especially because Damian really hasn't had to try and do the whole dual identity thing. Talia makes a good foil for the two boys, and I'm really interested in the idea of possibly Lois and Talia crossing paths in this book. I should also probably note that Super Sons has been slated to end sooner than anyone thought. The writer promises the two aren't going away, but the book is undergoing some manner of restructuring. Not sure what that could mean. Could John and Damian go off to form their own Young Justice team? Could either of them be called up to the Titans? Heck, I'd be cool with the name change to just Robin and Superboy as to reflect the famous Batman-Superman books that are out there. Overall, though, I would give this issue an 8 out of 10. Very, very pleasant from start to finish. That's Super Sons, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the book, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I got coming out next. And hey, do you like video games? Do you like superheroes? Do you like South Park? Well, if you head on over to the Joel Daily channel right now, I've been playing South Park: The Fractured But Whole. Come check it out and don't forget to subscribe. It's a lot of fun. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.